This dog not only kept a flea on its body, but even let the flea light a fire to keep warm there. And that's not all. When dinner time came, the dog would invite the flea to join him at the table. Hearing that, the flea jumped with excitement. Holding a tiny plate in both hands, it leapt onto the dining table. The dog smiled and carefully picked out the biggest red bean for it. The flea struggled to roll the bean into a bottle cap, then began to eat happily. Soon they were both full and satisfied, leaning back and picking their teeth in comfort. But their cozy life was about to be shattered by an unexpected event. One early morning, the sleepy flea pulled open the curtains and saw an old dog outside. On the old dog's rear end sat a female flea. When she waved at him, the lone single flea couldn't hold back anymore. He immediately jumped over to the old dog, and soon the two fleas were chasing each other playfully inside the fur. They didn't realize, though, that their commotion had caught the old dog's attention. Furious, the old dog began snapping and chasing them. The flea panicked and tried to escape, but was eventually caught. The old dog slammed him to the ground and stomped hard with his paw. But what the old dog didn't know was that this flea had an unbreakable will to survive. When the male flea saw the female blow him a kiss, he immediately charged back in. The old dog froze in disbelief, then started scratching furiously. Moments later, he stormed into a pet store, bought every anti-flea product he could find, and hurried home to the bathroom. He scrubbed himself with insecticides, flea sprays, and soap, thinking it would finally get rid of them. But the flea? He was still there, enjoying the bath right alongside him. Meanwhile, the dog who had lost his flea friend was desperately searching all over town. He sniffed through stray dogs in the alleys, even lifted up a mother pig, and eventually asked his dachshund friend for help. Still no sign of the flea. Elsewhere, the old dog had spotted the flea again and launched another furious chase. The flea ran for his life, then dove straight into a wall painting. The old dog kept pursuing him non-stop. The flea ducked into a carpet, only to find the old dog already waiting there, holding a gun. Meanwhile, the dog who couldn't find his flea stepped on a bomb, a rope hanging around his neck, paws gripping two pistols. He was ready to end it all. Just as the suicide contraption was about to go off, the flea suddenly appeared and stomped out the fuse. The dog froze, then broke into a smile, overjoyed to see his friend again. But the flea shook his head. He said he wanted to introduce someone first, his wife. He pulled the female flea forward, and under the dog's admiring gaze, the flea, his wife, and their children all jumped together back into the dog's fur.